at the bottom of the hill, according to Gut Hook, it said I was gonna cross the road, and I'm like, oh, I'll have breakfast at the road. Then the road never came, so I got to the top of the mountain. I climbed a mountain this morning in my first hour. Feeling good. Sorry I didn't have my usual tent talk, but I really wanted to get up this mountain before the sun got too high. Today we are going to attempt to do 26 miles, so my full marathon, to hopefully get to the Freeman Trailhead, which is on the other side of this expansive desert to my right that we'll see once I get to the tippy top of this. After this hill though, is basically my only big challenge today. It's gonna be pretty much flat. I just need to go up and over it, and I go down to a little valley, and then it's pretty much flat with a gradual incline, which is actually better for me. They say that through hiking takes coordination of the mind, the spirit, and the body all at the same time in order to truly rock it and like do it, you know? So that's why today I'm gonna be doing that 26 miles. Feeling like a well-oiled machine thus far. Something about climbing a mountain first thing in the morning that really gets you going, you know? Oh, the views don't hurt too much either. It's a good day for a hike, let me tell you. You guys have to get out there and experience this if you can. Not necessarily this trail, not necessarily in the desert, but you know, find that space of calmness and feeling like you can do whatever you put your mind to. Go out and find something to do in your life that gives you that sort of gratification, that sort of satisfaction with yourself, where you can truly trust yourself, you know? They say confidence is trusting your own capabilities, trusting yourself. And truly, there's no better confidence builder than doing something you truly love and truly care about and want to pour your all into day after day. So for me right now, that certainly is hiking. Putting one foot in front of the other, no matter what the terrain, no matter what's going on around me. That's what brings me back to my center, back to what I know, you know? Oh, my God, it's a beautiful day. I'm so grateful for this moment and all the moments preceding it. I'm looking forward to the moments to come. All this stuff with the little green leaves, kind of mesquite-y. It's actually what's commonly known as cat claw. As you can see, there's some pretty vicious thorns on this, and they hurt, even if you barely touch it. On the hike where I discovered that Mount Healy spot in the Mazatzows, where the AZT goes through, my buddy and I got off the trail we were exploring that eventually led us to that forest road that goes to that trailhead. It's kind of funny. But we had to climb up a hill, just bushwhack it because our trail was non-existent. Bushwhacked it up 2,000 feet in a mile. And part of the hill was just catclaw. and it was so steep that you basically had to hoist yourself up this thing by grabbing something. So we literally pulled our way up a big hill with cat claw. And ever since then, it's kind of been my enemy. At least it grabbed back. So I learned that the mountain I climbed up this morning, according to the AZT map, is noted as the Big Hill. So I feel very accomplished that I basically ran up the Big Hill. We've now descended from the Big Hill. It was a very quick descent, actually, into some washes. My water cache is about a mile from me now, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how much I'll need because I took a full gallon from the Florence-Kelvin Trailhead for all my cooking and camp needs last night. And to fill up my pack this morning, it actually was a full gallon. All in all, it's kind of crazy, but I have 2 gallons waiting for me here. I think I'll only really need 1 of them. So hopefully I can make someone else's day a little bit easier by putting that on trail. Just been in and out of little washes like this with cat claw and other stuff. It's really pretty. I'm just not digging this sand. Feeling a little warm now, but once I hit this water cache, I think I'm already at 10 miles for today. And it's, I think, getting close to like 11, so doing all right time. The first half of the day had all of the main elevation change. I'm still climbing out from that ditch beside the mountain. So once I'm out of this is when it gets really easy. According to the elevation map, we'll see what the experience feels like. I'll have what I need to if I camp, if I need to camp in the middle of this passage 15, but I'd rather not if I didn't have to. Want to get the full 26 miles in for today, you know? Gotta stay hungry. So I just made it to my water cache. It says, "Hi, Jake." It's kind of hard to make out. I know it says that because my mom said she scribbled that in the dirt. And that means it's over by this cactus. Eh, what do you know? For Frodo. Sweet. Thanks, guys. This is one of my favorite desert plants here, called a Christmas cholla. And these little red fruits I hear are absolutely delectable. They have really small thorns on them. Will hurt very, very bad if they get stuck in your tongue. So if you eat one of those, you need to be absolutely certain you get all those little guys off there. I forget their scientific name right now. It's like glaucids or something. But don't get those stuck in your tongue. It would not feel good. So this little nature tidbit is dedicated to my girlfriend's mom. So the prickly pear is a very versatile plant. It grows these bright red fruits. You can't see any of them here right now. Those are pretty yummy. But just like the Christmas tree, you have to get the fuzzy bits off. But the legend has it that Walt Disney got his inspiration for the Mickey Mouse ears from one of these plants. Kind of funny, right? I heard that on a Jeep tour in Sedona though, so don't quote me on it, but that's the legend. That one's for you, Nick. So I just bumped into another thru hiker, a guy from Texas. We didn't exchange names, I just realized that. But he's coming from where I'm going, and that was roughly the halfway point, so it's good to talk to him, pick his brain a little bit about the trail going forward for me. Really nice guy. If you see this video ever, hope you're doing well, and I hope you made it, man. Really do. I had an extra gallon left over from my water cache. So I told him where it was and that it was all his. So that's the awesome thing about the trail, you know? You take care of each other out here if you can. It's really a team sport, even though you don't know each other. It's kind of awesome. He told me that a trail angel by the name of Sequoia is hanging out at Freeman. He said he'd cook stuff for me and he has soda and, you know, he'd really take care of me. So that's pretty exciting. This trail right now, you know, I had that huge mountain earlier. Now it's just the desert. Haven't had very many clouds on trail until the last few days when I've been in the really, really hot sections. Maybe I'm just noticing them now because I don't have any other shade, but wow, I'm grateful for them. Holy crap. Oh, it makes this so much better. Temperature drops like 10 degrees whenever there's a cloud over. So nice. Oh boy, the trail turned. Hi friends. So it's been a little bit since I talked to you guys. I apologize, I've been a little busy trying to get these miles in. I found my second water cache. That was a little bit of a struggle, but no worries. I'm very thankful that my parents literally broke part of the truck to get that out there. Not grateful they broke part of the truck, but I'm grateful for the sacrifice that was made for my well-being. I'm now about a mile out from Fremont, so I've already blown past my daily mileage record, and I'm almost to my marathon. Feeling good. This sunset to my right, just beautiful. That's pretty much been it all day. A lot of scrubland desert and pointy stuff, and a few cows. Can't wait to be in camp. Morning, y'all. Just having my breakfast at Champions. Some Skittles. Made it to camp last night, right before sunset. And there was some trail magic waiting for me. This awesome guy named Sequoia made me a grilled cheese sandwich and some soup. It's absolutely delicious, especially after that long day I had yesterday. I did it though, full marathon. Feeling really good. Really accomplished, I should say. This morning I'm not feeling so good. Got a little bit of a hot spot on my one ankle. And same sort of aches and pains as yesterday, but if I was able to do 26 miles on that, I could probably do it today. So Sequoia filled me in that there's a water cache in the middle of this next stretch. So I haven't cached water here. It's approximately 28 miles from the trailhead I just left to the next trailhead, with a water cache at like 10.5 miles in and another one at like 20 miles in. So here's hoping that those are still there, or at least that there's a gallon available or something, because no one on Guthook has commented about it in over a week. I think November 3rd was the first one. Today's Veterans Day, so if there's any veterans watching, thank you for your service, and yeah, happy Veterans Day, guys. I can't imagine, you know, having to be out serving our country and do this every single day, especially in a desert type situation, which I'm sure many of our servicemen and women have to deal with and get paid hardly anything. So very grateful for your sacrifice. and very grateful that, you know, keep us the free place that we are. So, being that I don't know if that water cache is going to be stocked or not, because there isn't very recent information, I'm carrying about 10 liters of water, so it's about 20 extra pounds on my back right now. I have this gallon swaying in right here, and I have well, I'm actually carrying 11 liters of water, because I also have my Nalgene full and my 6-liter water reservoir full, so sitting off a little heavy today. It's not helping the knees, but gotta do what we gotta do. The other unfortunate part is that water cache comes after the last good water source, which is at like 8 miles. So I won't know if I need to pump from that or not. So I'm probably not going to, because it's actually really gross water and it clogs your filter after like 1 liter. So I'd be there all day trying to pump. Not exactly what I'm trying to do. But fortunately I got an extra early start today. As you can see, the sun's still hiding over there. So I'm hoping that'll help curb a little bit of my water consumption, because yesterday I drank 2 gallons of water altogether, which is nuts. So, oh, sun's just coming over the hill. Looks like I have a little bit more elevation change today, but I'm shooting for at least that 21-mile water cache. Be a decent spot to camp, but they also say that there's a really big rattlesnake there, so I love the desert. But if I make it all the way to the Tiger Mine Trailhead, which is 28 miles, I'm gonna probably try to catch a ride into Oracle to stay at a motel for the night. Figure I can treat myself after doing 54 miles of trail in 2 days. We'll see what happens. Gone about 6 miles so far. The uphills are really tough with all this water weight. It's tough, but we're putting one foot in front of the other, and that's what counts. Every step's a little bit closer to Mexico. We'll see where I get to today. Not sure how it's gonna work, but I guess that's part of the adventure, right? So here's Beehive Well. Over here. This is kind of cool. I know that the water in this thing is gonna be kind of gross though. Let's take a peek. A lot of bees. Ooh, a lot of water. Wow. A lot of bees though. But I'm glad I don't have to take from that, because it's very green. There's a cache waiting for me, for certain now. I bumped into a guy who was hiking this section. He said there's like 7 gallons, so I'm a lot less stressed now. I've already gone like 8 miles today too. It's like 10, so I've been hiking for 3.5 hours. So I'm averaging above 2 miles an hour. That's all I'm asking for. There's still a little bit of cloud cover, just a little bit of overcast though. Not total coverage, but I'll take what I can get. There's a lot of cacti today. There have been quite a few cholla balls in the middle of the trail. So it's providing a few obstacles, but nothing that's insurmountable. Ooh. This view though. Here we go. There's my cash. Guess I gotta go through the gate. Got excited. Woo! Thank you, Chalet Village Motel. Thank you so much. Oh, praise the Lord for the clouds. Just a moment of cloud appreciation right now. Oh, maybe the heat's just getting to me, but when this cloud rolled over, I did tear up a little bit. Oh, I'm so grateful. That big mountain, it's where I'm headed. Not today, but soon. Very soon. Hey friends, I made it to that second water cache. And now I'm about 2 miles from Tiger Mine Trailhead. Means I broke another record. It's gonna be 28 miles total today. Beating yesterday by 2 miles. I guess that's what you do to celebrate your first marathon. You hike a little bit further the next day. I am so grateful. Once I get to Tiger Mine, I'm actually going to be picked up by a trail angel who's gonna drive me into the town of Oracle so I could stay in a motel for the night, actually sleep in a real bed and get a real shower. Oh, I'm practically running these last few miles in excitement and just to be sure that I'm there in time. I told her I'd be there between 5 and 6, and it is 4:50 right now. I probably have at least a mile and a half left, so we'll get there.